and welcome to my palace. Today I'm reviewing Long Live the Queen. Yeah, no one wanted to see this, but when life gives you jewels, make a crown. So let's see if this princess has what it takes to become a queen. Long Live the Queen is a visual novel game. Wait, don't stop the video. I know how it sounds, but let me explain the rest. This was made by Hanako Games using the Ren'Py engine. Hold it. Don't leave. I swear it's not a dating sim. The story is about the Princess of Nova, Elodie. Her mother, the Queen of Nova, died in a possibly magic-related incident, leaving poor Elodie to take the throne. The only problem with that is that Elodie is only 14, and can't become the queen until she turns 15. Even worse, people in the kingdom want to take advantage of the situation and kill Elodie before she is officially crowned queen. And that's the main point of the game. Survive to reach your coronation. As you'd imagine, Elodie starts off rather depressed. She's also upset to be leaving school, but her father has already prepared tutors in all sorts of topics. This is actually important because her mood affects how she learns these topics. The game takes you through 40 weeks leading up to Elodie's coronation. Each week you get to choose a morning class and an evening class to take for the week. This is where the game gets interesting and surprisingly challenging. It's all about how you decide to train Elodie in different subjects to achieve both survival and being a good ruler. The classes you pick will allow you to upgrade various skills in the categories of social, intellectual, physical, and mystical. I like that they put actual effort into the classes. They could have just had a generic skill meter going up, but there's actually some interesting information you can read. It tells you how Elodie is learning new things, and sometimes neat facts about the world the game takes place in. It makes the story feel a bit more fleshed out. Through these classes, you choose what kind of queen you want Elodie to be. Will she be highly skilled in military strategy and magic, or could she be a well-spoken queen who prefers to settle issues with diplomacy? But as I said, it all depends on Elodie's mood. Whatever mood Elodie is in will give bonuses to certain subjects and penalties to others. Say if her mood is depressed, she'll be able to get more skill points out of expression and animal handling classes, while she may be completely unable to learn anything about royal demeanor. Basically, if she doesn't feel like it ain't happening. But how do you change her mood? On the weekends, you can choose from one of several activities, such as exploring the castle, visiting the dungeons, or even sneaking out. Rebel for life. These activities affect her mood, but it can still be difficult to get her to the mood you want. Why is that? Well, every week events happen. Whether it be people coming to visit or royal duties, these events will affect Elodie's mood in some way, and when she's dealing with total dicks all the time, it's pretty obvious she'd get depressed. These events also test what Elodie has learned. The game performs various checks of her skills, telling you if you passed or failed. I'll just say now, save your sanity, because no, it's not possible to pass every skill test. Passing or failing causes different dialogues and story outcomes, but the main idea is to figure out which test to pass and which you can fail with minimal harm done. But of course, it's not as simple as just maxing out the one skill you need to pass an important test. If it was, it wouldn't have taken me so long to beat this game. In each subject there are 3 skills. Say you wanted to up your sword skill. You wouldn't be able to advance that skill past 50 points unless the other skills in that subject were raised past 25. It's kind of a bullshit rule, but it does make some sense at least. Another interesting thing about upgrading your skills comes when you level every skill in a subject past 25. When you do that, you unlock a new fabulous outfit. Okay, some of these outfits are freaking ridiculous looking, but they do have a purpose. The outfits give a bit of a boost to your skills in their subject while you wear it, which is cool, but can you imagine if real life worked like that? Like if putting on a jersey made you better at hockey, wearing a lab coat made you smarter, or if wearing a purple hat made you better at reviewing video games? Keeping my fingers crossed. This game may seem a bit childish with its cutesy anime style and magic powers, but this game does get dark. There seems to be no limit to the ways Elodie can die. If you don't have the right skills and make the wrong choices, Elodie's life will come to a swift and sometimes gruesome end. I can only recommend that you save before every decision. It could be the choice between life and death. But then there are some deaths that are just hard to prepare for if you don't know about them beforehand. And even if you do know about them, you might still find yourself unprepared anyway. See, the skill tests never specify how far off you were in terms of skill points, so if you fail, you'll never know how many points you actually needed. which can be just a touch frustrating.
This is it. This is either gonna be life or death, okay? Fuck! Fuck!
Fuck that box of chocolates. What can help is saving a log of your actions so far that you can look at to remind you when certain events are, and it can help you see where you went wrong. It's not totally necessary, but it's a useful feature nonetheless. But don't get yourself too worried about the one foolproof strategy for survival. There are multiple ways to survive to see Elodie's coronation, and different endings depending on how you played the game that show you what kind of a queen you made. Chances are you won't beat it on your first try, but that's part of the fun. This game is actually really interesting. It's got a creative concept if nothing else. Trying to figure out how to help Elodie survive to become queen is surprisingly challenging, and it requires you to really think about what skills you want her to learn. This game is about $11 on Steam, and I'd say it's totally worth it, so go check it out. Anyway, please don't think this review distracted me from Harvest Moon. I'm still playing it for the next review. I just already had the game footage for Long Live the Queen, and I wanted to make my reviews a bit more frequent. So if you want to see Harvest Moon next, subscribe and that review will be posted soon. I promise. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.